Hello people, this is Crystal from Kingdom 3103. Some of you may know me, but I have been in this kingdom for a long time. The R4 of this kingdom, R4 of the RK Alliance, and along with the MS Alliance, we rule this kingdom together. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the past, the present, and future of our kingdom. As you can see, in our continent, we had many other players that migrate in and migrate out. Our kingdom actually started with many different alliances, but most of them either migrated out to other kingdoms, either it be 05 or 07 and dispersed. But meanwhile, we also got some migrants before KVK1 from the 02 especially. When you check out our rankings, you will notice that only two big main alliances, MS the Maximum Speed and the Royal Knights, have been left in our kingdom. There were especially many alliances at the first week of the game, and there were also Imperium family in our kingdom. If you check through our map, you can see some of their remnants. For example, it was their farm alliance, the White Imperiums. You can see some ineffective flags that belong to them. And also, they were actually the biggest alliance family in this kingdom because they were in each region. They started with more members than anybody else in this kingdom, but they have collapsed hard, and many of their R4s migrated to either 05 or 07. Some of them choose to stay here, some of them returned as soon as KVK1 over. But in the end, we are currently two main alliances and two support alliances for our kingdom. What do you mean by two main alliances is that with the MS alliance, we rotate the temple weekly. This is our turn of the time in the temple. And also, each of us holds 4 each shrines, level 3 shrines, for the important buffs. So the shrine distribution is like 4 for the MS, 4 each for RK, and 1 to do this 3 MC alliance. So they are also support alliance and help in the KVK. Anyway, when we started this kingdom, we were only 3 people. Sorry, we only started with 4 people. Unlike the other jumping groups, we didn't have collected people from the Discord beforehand. Let me show you. So, this is my girlfriend in real life and also R5 of our alliance, Reina. One day, I was just minding my own business and she told me like 5 months ago that she wants to start a new kingdom and become a king of the kingdom. I told her she needs to open Discord server, collect people before jumping out and etc. But she told me it was no fun to collect people. So she just directly started the game in jumping server. By the way, our jumping server was 3094. We started from this kingdom to jump, but we jumped directly to this server. But when we first started, as I told before, we were only 4 people at once. We didn't had collected any players from the other kingdoms or other Discord servers, and we only collected the people at the beginning with advertising to the kingdom chat that we are jumper group, come join us. Then we become like 20 or 30 people to jump into this kingdom 03. Then everything shaped itself. If you are from this kingdom or you are from the neighbor kingdom, you probably heard that many of the migrants from the 02 came here before KVK1. They had civil war and we had deal with them. They come here, and as you can see right now, most of our R-Force, Zinzi, Shinra, Imperial, Lost Elmo, Panic, are actually originally from the 02. Like, we have merged our team and really become a great kingdom along the way. So currently our cross-season migrations are also over, and as you can see from the rankings, we are two alliances sitting at almost 3.5 million power. Some of the members are outside, and the support alliances are close to 1.5 million, as you can see. But we have still not used our special migrant tickets, and we are still getting same season migrants each time. Even though some may hurt, otherwise telling us the bad kingdom, telling us bad things, but in the end I just want to talk from the data and the facts. As you can see, in each kingdom you can see the registered number of players who wants to migrate there, and in 03 we hold the biggest number. That's the fact. As you can see, our neighbor kingdoms were not like much of a point of interest like us. But when you are this much of a person of interest, your cross-season migrations don't go as much as you expect. Unfortunately, we had many illegal migrants. Yes, some of the migrants that we have approved came to our kingdom as we imagined, but along the way, we also had many illegal immigrants that came to our kingdom, and because of that, we didn't meet our expected migrants. For example, I couldn't bring my own main account because it is not something that king can choose which migrants came in or not. It is completely random, and it is completely first come first served, some kind of situation. Actually, I plan to make another video about this migration drama in the future. I will talk about why I cannot bring my main account into this kingdom, and most likely the case will be that I will be able to bring my main account either in KVK 3 or Season of Conquest. But for now, we are still in this kingdom with my girlfriend, my lovely queen Reina. We are still managing this alliance together with all of our R4 teams. We are working hard to meet our expected goals, and while it was unfortunate for us to lose KVK1, we still give our best in KVK1. Like, total of our alliance kills with MS were more than 04 and 02 combined, and it was 2 versus 1 KVK, as 01 really wasn't much help because they didn't had enough activity. They had civil war, they didn't had any rally leaders or garrison leaders, and they weren't just able to fight in the KVK. So it was from start to finish always 2 versus 1 KVK. But in the end, we actually did our best. Even though we lost the KVK, we saw that our players, especially the fighting players, saw the potential of our kingdom, potential of our capabilities, and every warrior in our kingdom thinks that it is just unfortunate KVK1. It is not like our kingdom were slacking off. It was just unfortunate that it was 2 versus 1 and we lost in the end. I also have to say that we somehow overestimated our strength. We thought that each of our main alliances could deal with one of the kingdoms. So we thought that even if it was 2 versus 1, because we knew that from the beginning that it was going to be 2 versus 1, we still thought that we could beat 04 and 02 combined. Well, unfortunately, we overestimated ourselves and it was not the case. But the past is in the past, and now we look through the future. For this reason, now we are trying to get in more shape, trying to get more powerful within each day and trying to push our limits. And this time it will be 8 kingdoms KVK. As you know, KVK2 is played with 8 kingdoms. So we are expecting more detailed diplomacy and more reasonable diplomacy agreements in other kingdoms. Anyway, that will be it for now. In future, I plan to do other videos, continue about what do we plan about our diplomacy in KVK2, which seat do we plan to be in, and what is our aims and goals KVK2, KVK3 and Season of Conquest beyond. And I will also do migration drama video, why I couldn't bring my main account, why Hamza couldn't bring his main account, when I have the time. So see you later.